So I wanted to sit here and talk about anxiety because recently I have really struggled with it in the past literally 2 days. I've had such a great summer. I'm having so much fun, and I just want to talk about this because you always show the good sides and the fun stuff, but then there's still valleys within the peaks. So I'm going to talk about what I'm feeling. I'm going to talk about things that I've been doing to try to get past this. And so this is another podcast style vlog where I'm just going to sit. You just listen if you want to listen while you're doing whatever it is you're doing with your life right now while this is playing. So the past couple of days, I have reached out to a couple of friends and I haven't gotten a response from them. I reached out to them Thursday. There's been a couple of times, and I reached out to this other person like a little bit ago, and no, they're not, some of them, they're just not texting me back. So on top of that, I have been so anxious too about a couple of just being a good friend. If that I don't know if this makes sense, but I've been super anxious. I'm like, in my head now, do they not like me? Did I do something wrong? Why are they not texting me back? They're completely ignoring me. And when this happens with friends, normally I'm not as strong. Honestly, I have a weak spot for it. And I try to convince myself that maybe it's my fault or something that I did. And I go back on my text. I text a couple of my other friends. I'm like, hey, this person's not, do you think this is strange? And so they're, talking me through it and, just saying, no, that's just weird. There's no reason, And then you just go in this spiral. And then you start going into your anxiety. And then you start freaking out, internally freaking out. And then on top of that, it starts stumbling into your personal life, and it starts stumbling into not wanting to, you just start feeling really bad about yourself, and you start feeling really shitty, and you don't want to get out of bed. You don't want to go to events. And with me, I'm an avoidant attachment style. We are trying to work to get to secure within my therapy, and I'm just trying to get there. But with my avoidant stuff, what I do, I absolutely self-sabotage because I go to a defense mechanism naturally. My intimacy level, so friendships, personal relationships, all those things, if they are neglecting me, then I raise my independence and I push away from people. And I've always done this. I don't know why I do it. And it's hard because I want to be open, I want to be vulnerable, but then when I am that way and then someone doesn't reciprocate well, they don't reciprocate a good balance, if that makes sense, I completely shut down. I completely shut off. And I'm like, I don't talk to them. Or I had a plan today and I canceled them. And I'm normally not like this. This is not me. This is not who I am. This is literally my mental capacity. And this is my mental anxiety where I'm like, I can't do this. If I go to this thing, then I'm going to be too vulnerable and put myself out there. And then they're going to shut me down too. And I just can't take 4 shutdowns right now. I just can't take that. And something like that. So my anxiety just gets the better of me. It's so weird talking about this. I'm gonna get teary-eyed about it. I need to talk about it. See, right now I feel a release because I've been holding it in. And normally it helps when I journal it out and talk about it there because that releases it too. And so right now I just popped a little bubble inside me, and now I'm it feels better. But it's not only that either. I'm stressed about my master's. And I'm really stressed about it. And recently, I've been so anxious about it that I've been really putting it off as well. And I just need to sit down and just dive and do it, but I keep distracting myself. And so now I'm sitting here wasting some days where I'm mentally saying, okay, I'm gonna work on my master's. And then physically, I don't. So it's not even a rest day. It's not even I'm wasting the day as a rest day just to, have fun, whatever. That whole day, I'm still thinking about my master's, and I'm thinking, okay, you should be doing it right now. Why aren't you doing it? You should be doing it. You said you're gonna do it, you're not doing it. You're reading, you need to be doing it. So instead of mentally saying, okay, I'm gonna have this day, I know I'm not gonna do anything, and I don't expect to do anything. I'm not putting any expectations on myself today. I am just gonna lollygag around, read, and do whatever I want today, and have a refresh, because that's technically what I did. But mentally, I had it where I was doing my master's, and so you don't completely refresh. So you don't have a day of where you actually get to, not hit burnout. and to have a refresh day so you don't get burned out. And so when I do that, I self-sabotage. Like everything I do is very self-sabotaging right now. I'm just like so confused about it all because I have great friends. I do. I have amazing friends. I have a great friend group here and it's lovely. I myself self-sabotage some things and I ruin some things because of my anxiety and the way when it all builds up, it really builds up. And it's just, I don't know why I do some things I do. Like, I don't know why I canceled my plans today. I probably should have just gone instead of sitting here and doing some masters. I should have just went and see, look, I haven't even done that many masters things. I did barely the bare minimum. I'm making a list right now. So anyways, I'm gonna go to what I've been doing to help myself. First of all, talking like this to y'all already has made me feel a little bit better. So therapy, talking to someone, calling your mom, calling your dad, calling a family member, calling a really close friend, calling a loved one, whatever it is, someone you trust to talk to, or someone that you can, or some entity, which is, I always like to say the video, I know it goes live, but like when I record, I'm just talking to the camera, if that makes sense. And so it feels good. So talk to someone. Even if you don't want to, I promise it'll make you feel better. Like, I've been trying to neglect it as well. I was like, no, I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna talk about it. Now I do, I feel better. Second, make a to-do list, make a list. So whether it's, I need to sit down and calm my anxiety over my schoolwork and make a list of everything I need to get done and, you know, little notes about each thing, do that. Or whether it's, okay, let me write down every single problem I think I'm having right now. So number 1, 2 of my friends haven't texted me. Number 2, I'm really anxious about my masters. Number 3, I am spiraling about my friends because I'm now using what 2 people have not responded, which is not my fault and I should not be worried about it, but I am. Those people have not responded, so I'm gonna inflict that onto my friend group and thinking everyone else hates me. So that's another problem I have. So when you write it down too, you will start to see it and be like, okay, since this is the list of what I'm worried about, it's not that long. It's not that bad, is it? You know, you can start seeing it. Third, go move your body, because working out, walking, running, bar, yoga, kickboxing, boot camp, whatever it is, walking with a friend with a coffee, just move your body because it does make you feel better. It de-stresses you. It sort of tames the anxiousness, especially for me. That's a huge thing. I definitely work out for the mental. And also take a cold shower. That also helps me a lot too with my mental capacity, like in the morning. It helps throughout the rest of the day. And I normally do that after a run because I'm really, you know, heated up. And so it's not as bad. It's still really freezing and uncomfortable, but it's not as bad. But I just want to let you know that I am going through it right now. I had a day, like 2 days ago, where I'm like, I am so lonely. I'm so lonely. And it's not that I'm alone. It's not that I'm independent. I just felt really lonely. And I have amazing friends around me and surrounded by me. I think it's more of an internal thing where I'm like, okay, I need to spiritually get back together. I need to, you know, do my devotionals. I need to read the Bible. I need to do those kinds of things. And that's where I'm struggling and lacking in right now, being in London, because a lot of people are not religious or spiritual. A lot of people are more spiritual, you know, they have that awakening, but not that many people have a relationship with a religion, something like that. And so the pathway is just a little bit diverting for me. I'm trying to get back to it and I need to work on that. That's another thing I could say. If you do have spirituality or you're religious, like whatever it is, whatever you believe in, get back to it and have that foundational core, because where else are you gonna find it? I really believe that. I'm like, where else are you gonna find this moral core or this coding that is not tangible and it's more of a feeling and a belief system? Which I feel like us humans, we all need it, no matter what it is. You just need to believe in something that's bigger than yourself. Because I feel like if you don't, then things can get scary and things can look scarier than what they actually are. But alongside that, I just want to say, if you are struggling with anxiety, please take it easy on yourself and give yourself grace. I'm speaking directly to myself as well. Anxiety is no joke. It actually physically hurts your body. Actually, you can have heart palpitations, you can have a terrible stomach ache. I mean, there's just so many different effects that anxiety does have. But just know that you are going to be okay. You are loved. You are, no matter what you might think, you are. And tomorrow is a new day, and it is never too late to be brand new. Exactly what Taylor Swift says in her Innocent song, which I absolutely love, and I have cried to today. I have. Great song, Innocent by Taylor Swift. Go listen to it. Let's name the songs that we're feeling. Mirror Ball, This Is Me Trying, Innocent. I got these songs. Let me just keep going. I'm just kidding. I know yesterday I was talking to one of my girlfriends and I was sending her Taylor Swift songs for the moment of life she's in right now. Not a breakup, but a situation. It's something like that. And I was like, oh, you can relate to this one. Oh, you can relate to this one. She's like, oh my gosh, let me just sit here and bawl my eyes out. I'm like, hey, it's therapeutic sometimes. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you can get a little fist over your anxiety and to conquer it just the tiniest bit today. Just know that your anxiety is not you. You are not your anxiety. And I love you all. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a better day. Or if you're already having a great day, keep having a great day. I'm proud of you. Happy for you. Bye, y'all.